Mellow greetings, Tubians, Ronan T here, and let's fanfic Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town. Spring 11, Year 1, Wednesday. Sunny. Journal. Journal. We have cucumbers! According to the seed packet, they will continue fruiting. Is that the right word? A cucumber's a fruit or a herb? Fruit, I think. Fruiting. We're gonna go with fruiting. For a while at least. It is odd though. The potatoes should have matured well before the cucumbers did. Maybe I've done something wrong? And they're flowering, but I haven't seen hide nor hair of a tater. Aunt Kira's journal said I should grow the cucumbers first thing in spring. According to her, if I make an offering of cucumbers at the lake, something awesome will happen. I really wish my forebears had been a little less cryptic about this kind of thing. And something awesome is very non-specific. Is the lake gonna suddenly spout fireworks? That would be awesome. But I'm not sure a cucumber would trigger that. Maybe it will just taste better. That would also be cool. Anywho, once my morning chores were done, I decided to head into town and grab some more seeds before I did my usual forage run. When I got to the store, I was greeted at the door by a blonde woman I'd seen at the spring a few days back. I think I nodded to her at the time, but it's all a bit of a blur, really. She introduced herself as Karen. Journal, I've got a bad feeling about this one. I think, piercing green eyes and killer style aside, that maybe she's one of those girls. You know what I mean. Everyone's had an encounter with those girls before. They're the ones who everyone wants to be and nobody wants to get too close to because they might kill you by breathing on you. No, wait. That's dragons. My bad. She offered to help me out. She commiserated with me a bit about farming life, about having to buy seeds and keep fodder for the animals, and when I said I could use a little help, she offered me some free fodder seeds, which is great, because, I've got that patch of fodder growing, and expanding on that would be really useful before I can get some animals, but Journal, she absolutely browbeat Jeff into doing it. She's Jeff's daughter, by the way. And she just pushed and pushed and pushed until he gave in. I think I understand a little bit better now why he is the way he is. And it would seem that both Karen and his wife, whom I've not yet met, but I did see, looks like a lovely lady, are very strong-willed. I'll have to watch myself around that one. After I finished my shopping, I headed over to the church, said hi to Cliff and gave him some more chocolate, because everybody likes chocolate, right? We all love chocolate. I did get roped in by Father Carter to listening to a parable about how one should always tell the truth to children, even if it's difficult. I don't quite understand how that's relevant to me. I am not a child. I have no children. I have no way. Well, I lack the second ingredient required to produce children at this point in time. I smiled and nodded and agreed with the story. It seemed to be the safest way to go. After that, I came home and I did my planting and my watering, and I was just so tired. I swear that watering can gets heavier every time I lift it. So I went about to do my forage run, stopped at the spring and made my offering. Journal, do you think anyone around here thinks I'm a bit weird? And every day I walk up to the spring and piff a bunch of flowers into it. That's gotta look odd from the outside. And if I was in the city and I saw somebody piffing a bunch of flowers into a fountain every day, I'd be questioning their overall sanity. Either this town is very accepting or nobody's noticed what I'm doing yet. I'm not really sure. I kinda hope it's the latter. The former would be nice too. And I headed over to the lake and said hi to Jennifer as she went back to her tent. And then I made my epic offering, my beautiful first cucumber. Piffed it straight into the lake. I expected fireworks. I hoped for suddenly the lake to sprout one of those tiny little umbrellas that they put in silly drinks. But no. Do you know what I got, Journal? Do you know what the awesome thing my aunt promised me was? A kappa appeared. A kappa of all creatures. How is that awesome? They are horrible, conniving, evil little sods, and this one was dressed like a hipster? Possibly a rockabilly. I wasn't aware that kappas had some form of style, or, I always guess I pictured them like in the books, just wearing seaweed. But this one had like jeans and a cape and a little hipster hat. It was weird. He popped up. He kind of glared at me and then he went away. I'll own I was quite relieved when he went away. But now I've got a bit of a conundrum. I've made an offering. Do I continue to do so, or will that draw his attention to me? Will he come after me? Or will he come after me if I stop making the offerings? I'm not really sure which is going to be the safest way to go here, Journal. Reckon I'll sleep on it. That hour or so I spent in the hot springs is just not enough. I'm gonna sleep. Yeah. Yeah, definitely time for sleep. It's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, and I bid you good night, Journal.
Ugh. Nothing in this town ever changes. I was talking to Rick this morning, kinda like I do, every morning, and it was the usual. Chickens, stores, Potpourri's antics, the festival schedule. It's all the same. Rick did ask me if I'd met the new farmer who took over from Old Man Cameron, though. Told him that I hadn't really gotten out of the store for a while. Dad's trying to get me to help out more around the place, and Mum is trying to get me to cook more. I really don't know why they bother. It's not like Dad listens to my suggestions for the store. I mean, we are literally, the only real store in town. Sure, there's the farms and the inn, but they are specialty retailers. Not really any competition. We've got a captive market here. So why aren't we trying to bring new products? Like that beauty line they started up in Saffatown. The Gaggle would love those sorts of things, and we could start turning a decent profit. Even just a new line of seeds would be an improvement. And as for Mum, she pretends to like the things I make, but I see her sliding it into the trash when she thinks I'm not looking. I try. I really do. It's not my fault that she has a refined palate or some such. Chocolate and curry go great together. So what's the point? Rick just said I was whinging. Bloom and typical. Can't look in the mirror. But hey, it's just me, right? I need a drink. I did meet the new farmer today. She seemed a little lost. But the whole thing just proved my point. I thought we should give her some free seeds to welcome her to town in the store. But I had to fight Dad on it. This is how we earn loyalty from new customers. I mean, this chick, Brenda, Brennan, She is from the city. She could be ordering in her supplies from wholesalers there. We need to draw her into shopping with us. But Dad never thinks of that. Time for a glass of Duke's Sweet Merlot.
Spring 12, Year 1, Thursday, sunny. Oh, journal, I hurt. It's gotta happen. Surely at some point I'm not gonna wake up sore, right? Right? I took care of the morning chores and I may have moaned and groaned my entire way through it. I think I've overplanted a little bit, Journal. It's taken everything I've got to take care of these 6 plots, and I, I just, I know that the doc sells medication that could help improve or increase my stamina or help keep me going for a while, but I just don't want to blow all my money on that. I've got a backpack to save up for. I need to build a kitchen. Maybe I shouldn't have planted so much. But if I don't plant a lot, then how am I ever supposed to make money? And fish only brings in so much, and I don't always have time after my chores to go fishing. I'm not really sure. The journals aren't really helping, and I've remembered that there's a library in town. Maybe tomorrow, if I've got the energy, I can go check it out and see if there's anything there that'll help me work out how to do this maybe more efficiently or in a way that doesn't quite burn up so much. I don't know. Anyway, once I got the chores done, I spent some time playing with Rayan. It was a really simple day. I foraged, I made an offering to the goddess, I spent some time in the hot spring to try and recover. It may have spent a little bit too long in there. I might have slightly parboiled. I'm not really sure. I feel a bit waterlogged right now. I decided to make a follow-up offering to the Kappa. He appeared again in all his hipster glory, stared at me, and vanished. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I really don't. After that, I was feeling a bit better, probably from the hot springs and less from the Kappa, so I ran down and checked to see if there were any fresh herbs or grasses at the beach. And then I came home and just worked on clearing the field a bit more. I really should plant out those fodder seeds that Karen gave me, but I don't know, I still feel really bad about accepting those. Poor Jeff. I cleared rocks, I broke twigs, I reaped? Still don't know what the correct word for that is. I'll have to look it up. Maybe at the library. And yeah, that's about it. I'm nice, quiet, average, everyday day. Didn't really see anybody. And I saw Zach. I always see Zach, of course, when he comes to collect my bounty for the day and give me much needed money. I wonder what the markup on my produce is. There's probably some Whole Foods store in the city that's selling my cucumbers and turnips for like 10 times what I get for them, simply because they can mark them organic. I wonder if they even add the name of my farm. Huh. Anyway, I am clearly rambling at this point, Journal. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow, which at least will make the starting chores a lot easier. I'm hitting the hay. I'm done. I'm done. Night, Journal.